What's up everyone, Kyle here. You're watching Drivin and Vibin. Today I am replacing the old gray tank that was in this Argosy from 1979 and putting in a brand new one, but it's gonna be a pretty big process, so stay tuned. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Thank you for joining me here today. Like I said in the intro, it's all about the gray tank today. A few months back, when the Mortons were in town, Tom and I tried to salvage the pre-existing gray tank because the tank itself had no leaks. And to use that as we continue forward, after we plumbed it all up, it proved to not be able to make solid connections. And the housing that held it up in the frame really was super weak. All right, so this here is the new gray tank. It looks beautiful. You see right here the sensors. We got it from icondirect.com. This isn't a standard replica of the gray tank that existed in here, but they did customize this entire unit to fit the specs that we needed. They put the holes exactly where we needed them, the inlets. The gray tank itself, rather than the housing unit like the old setup went, makes the flow of water come right to where all the water exits. So let's create this box, see how it mounts underneath the rig, and then we can get it to hold this gray tank perfectly. Time to work.
If you're wondering why I was using a jigsaw out here when I should have been using a table saw in the wood shop, it's because I don't want to expose anyone else working in the wood shop to these dust particles. So trying to keep it safe for me and everyone else in the wood shop.
Alright guys, so it is day 2 of the gray tank installation. So far, everything's been going pretty good. I ended yesterday by putting the truck bed coating on the pressure treated plywood, just to make it even more durable to stand up to the elements. And then I'm heading back to the renovation site now to put one more coat of truck bed liner on that treated plywood, and then I'm going to weld up some straps to help support that wood. I have 2 metal straps that'll be welded, and then I think we'll be able to start positioning everything. I've been super happy with the quality of that Icon Direct gray tank. I cannot wait to get it hooked up and see how it all works. But it's been easy to work with, really rugged. I love how the tank itself slopes the water down rather than the pre-existing gray tank, and they relied on the housing unit to direct the water down. So we're gonna see how it all works, but let's get back to that Airstream and get it cracking because it's early and it's gonna get hot quick. guys, welcome to the dark side. We're underneath the trailer right now, and these are the straps, metal straps that I just cut that I'll be welding into place. This one's a little lighter weight than the other one. They both have a little bit of give in them, but once they're welded up, I mean, they're definitely going to give so much extra support to the platform, especially when the gray tank is full of water. All right, so before we start welding, I gotta knock off some of this paint to get a good connection. So that's what we're doing now. All right guys, so I knocked off the paint so I can make some good welding connections. Today I'm gonna be welding with a Lincoln electric welder. I'm not super familiar with it. I'll show you what it looks like right here. But I have done a fair share of welding in the past. So I've gotten some tips and pointers on how this machine works in its nuances. But as always, eye protection while welding. Even though it's a scorcher outside, I hate burning myself whenever I weld. So that's why I wore jeans today. That's why I got this thing on. Let's see how it works. It just hooks up to 120 electric. So it's a pretty lightweight welder meant for welding things about a 1/4 inch or less. That's what we're working with today. It's not a super structural thing we're welding today. Once these bars are in place, really the tension of everything's gonna hold it in and the lip, but I definitely wanna make sure that I get a good solid connection. So let's try it out. All right, y'all, so I welded on the straps, and I'm gonna cut a piece of aluminum to size and put that up underneath it as the underbelly portion on this section, because I don't wanna be drilling or installing an underbelly after the gray tank's in there and have the chance of puncturing it. And it's going to allow one more layer of protection from that wooden platform, that pressure treated platform, to get any water on it. So that's what we're gonna do now, install that underbelly, put the wood back in, and hopefully we'll be ready to get the gray tank in there. So before we put the foam into its place to hold everything together, we gotta make sure that the main pipe coming into the RV is lined up perfectly. So I'll mock up the pipe, just set it in there just to have it. So, oh, look at that, that is so disgusting. Sorry about that, dirty underneath there. So yeah, I'm gonna mock it up. That way we know exactly where it's located. All right, y'all, so it is day 3 of this gray tank installation. I just got back after we sprayed that foam. I got even one more can of foam because I thought, it didn't seem like it was expanding as much as I'd like yesterday. But I come back this morning and try to shake this tank to see if it rattles at all. And the foam expanded so much and it is so firmly in place that I almost was concerned it was too firmly in place. But I touched the foam and there's still give to the foam, but it's just that it has such, I would guess you'd say, grab on the gray tank and on the frame surrounding it that it is just so nicely in place. I can't believe it. So next step now is going to be plumb this thing up and get everything connected. All right, everyone, it has been a long 3 days of work underneath this rig. Right now, I have about almost 20 gallons of water sitting in the system. I filled it up so high that it came up to the shower and into the shower pan. And I have been watching so silently, so quietly for 5 minutes to see if any drips were coming. And I haven't seen one drip. Oh, I was certain there'd be at least one problem area that I have to fix. But it is so much cleaner underneath here. The connections are so awesome. The Icon Direct Gray Tank made it so easy to connect the PVC pipes with a solid joint. So let me unleash this beast and then I can tell you the rest of the details. All right, y'all, so in the 3 days from welding to drilling to painting and cutting and plumbing, we got a system that works now, brand spanking new. I am so thrilled to have a system that I feel good about. And the biggest shout out in the world to Icon Direct, who helped us customize a gray tank for our unique sized Airstream Minuet. I'll link them below if you're in the market for a new gray tank. But big shout out. Thank you guys for coming along on these 3 long days with me. I have been looking like a hot mess, I know. But on to the next project. We'll see you guys next time.